Hump Day is what it is. They call it Hump Day, and you know what? Two of my favorite people are on with us today, and we're talking about Mike and Ruben. But guys, the hot topic of the day, pickle soda. Pickle flavored soda. We will get into that a little bit later. I think I have a victim. And whenever you have a victim, you know it's nothing but shenanigans. Shenanigans will ensue. In the meantime, we're going to start it off. We're going to kick it off with Ruben, because Ruben right now is sitting in some type of a very stylish car, and I believe I probably would like to have it in my garage. Ruben, what are you doing now?
So, you know, we did another installment of Ruben's Rides this morning, Nate, and basically that's me featuring anything that's cool and has wheels and goes fast or goes slow or goes somewhere. So I've got Sean with me here from West Houston Muscle. You probably can't see him because he's in the driver's side, and the cockpit of this new Lexus is pretty snug. What's the model on this?
This is the LC500H, H for hybrid.
LC500H for hybrid. And Nate, I'll close the door here so you can kind of get that vibe. And if you really like it, Nate, I don't know, about 115,000 somewhere in that area, but I know that's pocket money for you. But I love the gold. It's not the gold, but kind of like a copper. I don't know what they call the color, but it's beautiful.
Longhorn orange, right?
Longhorn orange for all you UT fans out there. That's what we're calling it for today. But we're checking out. We're here because of the Car Asylum. It is a brand new facility in Southwest Houston where folks that have, you know, let's say you've got a couple of classic cars. You've got that, I don't know, or maybe you've got a brand new car or an extra car, that weekend car, and you're just running out of room. Well, you can store it here, and there's 60,000 square feet just in what you can see here. Eventually, they'll have those lifts that you can stack cars. So when you're ready to take that '63 Corvette out, your prize Impala or whatever, you just call them up. They'll have it ready for you. Tool around in it, you know, as long as you need to be, and then bring it back, and it's stored in air-conditioned comfort. It is a very secure facility. Eventually, they're going to be able to do, you know, corporate events here. All sorts of cool stuff, and it's not currently open to the public per se, but West Houston Muscle, and you guys can look them up on all the social media platforms. West Houston Muscle is having a car event here this weekend. There's going to be a lot more cars. It's a free event. You just have to go to the West Houston Muscle Facebook page, is that correct?
Website.
Go to the website, westhoustonmuscle.com, and all the details about the event this Sunday. And hey, man, any event that's free, that's indoors currently during the firestorm that is the daily beat down that we get from the sun here in Houston is definitely worth it. Free and air conditioned. You're going to start seeing that on more and more businesses. We have AC in the front door because, man, you've been outside. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. All right, so anyway, we're going to have some more Ruben's Rides coming up in the very near future. Houston has an incredible car culture, and we've been able to showcase some of it. And I was kind of introduced probably like 10 years ago. I was introduced to a lot of that by this man right here, Sean Tajipur, who's become one of my favorite car guys in Houston. So he's always hitting me. He told me about this place. He goes, have you seen it? I said, no. He goes, let's do it. So we set this up. So anyway, guys, keep it tuned. You know, we'll have some good information for you as always. Don't forget Hometown Friday, Galveston, coming up this Friday. You guys, if you're in the Galveston area, come hang out with us. It's going to be hot, but it's going to be fun. Hopefully there's a breeze coming in off the Gulf. And Nate, I gotta go right now. We gotta take off because we got places to be, right?
Let's go.
That's right. All right, we'll see you later, Nate. It's I'm out of here.
Robin, you know what, Ruben, I appreciate that. You said you gotta go. I love it because you guys are in a fast car. You gotta go. Ruben, always a pleasure.
Yes, we are.
We need to go out to lunch in that car.
Yes. I don't know if I can make that happen, but we will go out to lunch in a car.
Very good, very good. You make a lot of things happen anyway, Ruben, so we'll continuously follow you.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you, sir. Have a good one. All right, man. All right, we'll keep it moving, guys. Again, if you're just joining the show, Ruben Dominguez in a really, really cool car that costs like $115K. For those of you who don't understand, K, 115,000. That's 3 zeros behind the 115. That's a lot of money. The hot topic of the day, pickle flavored soda. But before we get to that, and trying to figure out how I can get to the link to see all of my friends on Facebook Live. I love you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure when you guys watch and crack jokes and you delve into the crazy that we do here. Mike.
Yes, sir.
Mike.
Hey, what day is it?
Wednesday. Yeah. Mike, it's Wednesday. Hump day.
It's hump day.
That's right. Hump day. So, Mike,
yes,
I got to
sir.
ask you something, man. Did you watch the All-Star game?
No, I didn't. I mean, I watched the player intros and I watched the I tell you what I did watch because we rolled the video this morning was when the athletes came in with their families and so forth. Mm-hmm. And Justin Verlander came in. And I watched that video a few times. Not just because I like, for fashion reasons, because, you know, his wife, Kate Upton, is well, she was very fashionable. I'll just put it that way. I'll just leave it at that. You can go ahead and search it up if you want to.
Mike, I saw the video.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I saw the video.
Yeah.
I had to check it 2 or 3 times, though. I was actually, here's the thing, Mike. You and I both have girls, right? We have daughters, right? Yeah. So I was trying, I guess the question I was asking myself, and I wish I'm going to look for that so we can post it and show the audience exactly. I think I know exactly where to go and get it. But the thing that I was thinking is the little one, you know, Justin Verlander's about 6'3". Uh-huh. His wife, Kate, she's really, really tall. And I was thinking, I was wondering, would I have picked my daughter up and carried her on my shoulder mm-hmm. versus, you know, my little one walking? Because while my daughter was a 3-sport athlete, uh-huh. still as a child, I just don't know if I could have just walked her down the aisle, like down the aisle. It was confusing to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either, but I actually didn't even notice that. But I was distracted. But
yeah.
But anyway, so go ahead. We're gonna let everybody just go ahead and Google that because it was. Let me tell you something. Just for fashion purposes and journalistic purposes only, yes. I watched the video about 10 times.
Yes.
So I do have a link here, Nate, so I can give some shout outs. I know that's kind of your thing, but I'll just, we have actually 2 Georges with us this morning.
Oh,
we have,
wow.
We have George Lambert.
George Lambert?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that's
if he's related to Chris?
To Lambo. I don't know. George Lambo Lamborghini.
Yes.
We also have Shadon joining us this morning. Shadon is in Puerto Vallarta right now.
You know, Shadon takes a lot of trips.
Yeah.
Shadon is always on a cruise. And
living
you know
her best life.
Living her best life,
that's right.
And I love it.
That's good.
I absolutely love it.
Take me with you next time.
Hey.
Now George, not George Lambert, but the George that we're all know and love. He loves this hot weather, by the way, too. He was talking about Ruben's live shot, with that $115,000 copper red hybrid Lexus.
Yes.
He prefers the Plymouth Roadrunner, which was, one of those muscle cars back in the early 70s.
Really?
Had the big giant fin on it. Yeah, that was kind of cool. And the horn, when you beeped the horn, it went me like the Roadrunner did.
Right.
So, yeah, that was a classic. I did have a weather question. It came from David, and he said, hey, what would the heat index be if the temperature is above like 115 or 120?
Woo!
And the answer is that the heat index chart really doesn't go that high because when you get that hot, the humidity is typically very, very low. It's like a desert kind of temperature.
Okay.
And so you don't calculate a heat index. In fact, it could actually feel cooler
okay.
when the air is super dry.
Okay.
But I will say that I've heard stories, there was a world record, unconfirmed world record heat index that took place, I believe, in Iran, because they're right there on the Persian Gulf. And it can get extremely hot, and then if the breeze comes in just right, you can get this super duper high humidity. It happens over like in the Dubai area too, where you can get this ridiculous heat index briefly that's like 150 degrees.
Woo.
And it doesn't last very long, but so I think that's probably where David would have to go to experience that. So I wanted to see, okay, so we have Spencer joining us from Acres Homes, very good.
Yes.
And George Lambert says that he is not related to Chris Lambo Lamborghini. So
Oh wow!
just a different Lambert clan.
Okay.
Maybe kin. We don't know. We don't know if he's got relations. But anyway, I'll talk a little bit about weather here, because I do have some updates for you. First of all, Nate, the big story of the day is fire in Texas, and it is actually getting pretty scary. We had a 1,800-acre wildfire that was burning in Walker County north of Huntsville. Also, on this graphic here, this actually auto plots all of the active wildfires that get sent to us from the United States Forest Service. And we have a lot of fires that are burning now in North Texas, mostly to the southwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. The largest is called the Chalk Mountain Fire, and that is up there near Glen Rose, Texas, and right now about 6,000 acres burned. It's only 10% contained. All right, the big story obviously around here, not necessarily fire, but the heat. It's 90 degrees outside already. We're looking for a high of at least 100, maybe as high as 103 with a heat index of about 108. Excessive heat warnings are in effect for San Antonio, for Austin, for Corpus Christi, and for Dallas as well. There is a chance for rain up in Dallas-Fort Worth today. They've gone a month and a half, technically 46 consecutive days without measured rain in Dallas. They may get a little bit today. Then I wanted to fly you over here to Europe, because this is the big international story that's taking place, and that is the record heat in Europe. Now, London hit a high temperature of 104 degrees yesterday, which was the all-time record high for the entire country in recorded history. They're in the 70s now, which is nice. The heat has shifted over to Germany and Poland and Austria and those spots. Even northern Italy, Florence, Italy, is at 102 degrees right now. That is the current temperature. So that's a spicy meatball right there.
Goodness.
The heat wave's going to continue for us, Nate, for as far as I can see. We are going to have slightly better chances for rain beginning maybe as early as tomorrow, and then especially Friday. But I bet we're probably going to get pretty close to 100 every day for at least the next week. So there you go. Read it and weep.
Yeah, that when I looked at that, I said, "Oh my goodness!"
I know.
Hey, did you know that? I was talking with my wife yesterday. She said that a lawnmower can actually start a fire.
Yes.
On grass now.
Yes. So things like lawnmowers can, and even it's because the engine gets real hot. And also parking your car. Some people live on property. This is mostly people live out in rural areas. If you have tall grass that's very dry, and someone will go park their truck, and if the undercarriage of the truck, I don't know if it's the catalytic converter, whatever it is, gets super hot, and then that touches the grass, and that can spark a fire. So almost anything is sparking these fires these days, and especially for those areas like out by Austin and points out into the hill country, there's just no rain headed their way. There's nothing headed their way.
Wow. All right, well, keep your yards watered the best as you can.
Yeah, best you can.
Although I'm sure you want to avoid the high water bills, but you've invested a lot in your yard, and your foundations also will be a concern.
Yes. I totally forgot about that, Nate. You're right.
Yeah.
That's like when I became a homeowner for the first time.
Yes.
I remember somebody telling me, water your foundation, and I thought they were kidding. But they're not. You're supposed to go out there and do it.
Yes. You have to water your foundation. Even if you've had foundation work, you still need to water your foundation, especially, and keep that yard watered no matter how much your water bill is, because I can guarantee you this, foundation work costs a lot more than a water bill on a monthly basis. And remember, it's only going to last about, 6 to 8 months? So I'd much rather pay a high water bill than to pay to have foundation work done.
All right. Well, now you've reminded me I have something on my something else to do on the honey-do list today.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. All right. So Mike and everyone watching, stay tuned, because now we're going to talk about pickle flavored. So Mike, would you drink this? Pickle flavored soda?
Well, let me tell you what I got duped into doing the other day, because it was like a National Sour Candy Day or something on Monday. So we had a lady came in and brought a bunch of sour candy, but the first thing they gave me was pickle flavored cotton candy. And it was awful, because I don't like pickles to begin with. And I don't know why. I was trying to be a good sport,
Yeah.
So I tried it. It was horrific.
It was awful?
Oh, my gosh. So that soda's got to be equally as bad. But, if you like pickles, I don't know. Maybe you like it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out. Randy. Randy's one of our producers here at Fox 26.
Oh, Randy's going to do this?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all, I've been telling you this all along. Randy, come take a seat up here. I see it, but here's the thing. I think, come on over. You got to come on over. You got to come on over a little bit. See, what y'all don't know is, come on, a little more. You got to get in the shot. See yourself? You see yourself down there?
Kind of.
Okay, you got to get in the shot. A little more. They got to see it. See, Randy has a sense of humor. Y'all don't know it, but Randy does. So, Randy, I want to ask you something. If I open this bottle of pickle flavored soda, it's been sitting on the table for about 3 months.
3 months.
I got to ask you, would you drink it? Randy, would you drink this?
Is there some cash involved with this?
Well, see, what was that again?
Any cash involved?
See, what we know is that greedy Mark Coleman, you know, the oatmeal eating guy, the guy who eats cream of wheat, he puts butter and honey and all kinds of stuff in it, and then oat milk, okay? He will eat anything. He's like Mikey. So I just want to know, Randy, if we open this bottle, would you drink it?
Sure, why not? I'll try it.
Rico, do you have an opener? Well, okay, we'll save this for tomorrow. We're going to save this for tomorrow. You're here tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
We're saving this for tomorrow. Nope, don't do it. Nope, don't do it. This is a tease. Pickled flavored soda. Randy is going to drink this tomorrow, okay? Right here on the after show. Thanks, my friend. That's my man, Randy, all right? He's usually quiet, but I go by and bug him all the time because I know he's got a good sense of humor. All right, guys, we got to get out of here before I get scolded. All right, let's get out of here. Ruben, thank you, my man. Also, Mike, thank you, man. And it's Wednesday. He finally showed up on a Wednesday, right? Hump day. All right, the crew, Daniela Cinderella, the very stylish Janae, Lisa, Shining Diamond, Rhoda, big personality, Shanette, Barbie Doll Barbie, Carolina Lena Sanchez to keep us on the straight and narrow, Jessica the Great Berman, Rico the Suave Jones, producer Mark Coleman, the chef John Butler, also known as Mr. Meat, that name courtesy of Johnny Two Big Toes Rodriguez, so helpful with the show, Don Juan, Big Daddy Bradley, Texas Tech Grandpa Mark Jenner, Alex What's Up Supco, Old Miss Maggie, Chris Lambo Lamborghini with the fake cousins out there, and John Bill Street Chastain. Astros big yesterday in the All-Star game. Congratulations, Dusty Baker. Love you, man. And, hey, Astros keep right on pushing. They get ready for tomorrow, the Yankees. All right, we'll see what happens there, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.